Hey YouTube, what's up? I'm Gizmo, aka Sheldon, or you can just call me Shell. And this is my intro video to my new channel that I'm creating. Actually, I'm gonna be talking about my experiences of a game that I play known as Maplestory. You know, I've been playing this game for probably about 3 years now, and I just thought it'd be fun just to kind of do something a little bit different than what some of these other people making the videos are doing. I mean, none of them really have a lot of commentary. Most of them are just to show off, you know, damage or show off new content. But I'm actually going to be starting off by, you know, telling you guys a bit about my personal experiences. You know, my likes, my dislikes, what have you. Things that I personally think they can improve about the game or change, and things that I think they should just leave the same. Or, you know, if I get into some drama, you know, someone's getting KS'd, or, you know, just stuff like that. I'm going to be chatting to you guys about, letting you know what's going on. Or maybe some guides here or there about new content, or, you know, whatever. So basically all the videos that I'm going to be doing about my experiences and thoughts on things, I'm going to call them Gizmo's Log. So the videos with Gizmo's Logs are going to be the ones that are about my experiences, you know, about my day or my week or whatever. And any other video I put up is just going to be named appropriately to whatever it may be, if I went on like a boss run or, you know, something like that. So yeah, I guess I'll formally introduce myself to you guys. Again, my name is Sheldon. You guys can just call me Shell. I'm 23. Actually, I'm turning 23 October 19th. So on Wednesday I'll be turning 23. Happy birthday to me. Born and raised in a city known as Winnipeg. It's in Canada. Graduated from a high school called Sheldon East Collegiate. Currently studying business and entrepreneurship. I love to eat, especially breakfast. You know, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I could eat breakfast for breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner, midnight snack, whatever. I can eat breakfast all day long. I enjoy a wide variety of music, like, you know, hip hop, metal, dubstep, whatever, anything that, you know, has a good beat. Pretty much anything but country, I guess. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Mandy. I love her a lot, and I love video games. You know, I can't wait for Modern Warfare 3 to come out. So who knows? Maybe I'll probably won't be as active on Maple for a few weeks when that comes out, because I'll be playing that. But I also love RPGs. You know, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy, mostly 7 and 8. Those are my favorites. So that's a bit about myself as a person and about what I'm doing. You know, don't be shy to, you know, share your thoughts about this, or give me some feedback. You know, give me some suggestions on, you know, some of the topics I can talk about the game itself, or about whatever topics relating to Maple. So I guess I can introduce you to my guy. This is me, Gizmo. I'm a 171 mechanic. I actually just leveled last week. So congrats to me. Here's my guild, Focus. My buddy Tyrex guild. Shout out to Tyrex, aka Rexville 2. So shout out to all my Focus guildies. I play in Bellicam, by the way. Bellicam, whatever, however you pronounce it. So I guess another shout out to all my Bellicon Maplers out there. I made this character about the beginning of this year, January, I think. So yeah, I've had it for almost, you know, 10 months now, so 10-11 months now. I chose the mechanic because, I don't know, as soon as I saw the preview videos of the class, you know, in KMST, or what have you, you know, they looked super fun, and I had to try them out. So as soon as they came out, the first day they came out, I made one. It was kind of like a joke just to see how much I'd like it, but I ended up liking it so much that I actually quit my 165 hero for it, and it's been super fun. You know, sometimes I periodically take breaks. You know, I haven't been playing for like, you know, 10 or 11 months straight. You know, I take breaks every once in a while, just to, you know, do other things, play other games, or just do other things in general in life, or whatever. You know, I just got involved in an indoor touch football league, so I'll be doing that on the weekends. You know, at night, but, you know, weekends nevertheless. You know, it's pretty much been a habit of mine. Well, not like a habit, but it's something that I've pretty much forced myself to do, because I knew anything I do for long periods of time, you know, without stopping, I'll eventually get bored of. And, you know, I've definitely felt like I wanted to quit a few times, but it's because I take those breaks. The reason why I haven't quit completely. You know, I'll take breaks 2 to 3 weeks at a time or whatever. People wonder where I am, just say I'm doing other things, but I always take breaks just to kind of give myself a little bit of a breather. And then, I come back and the game is like, it's almost like it's brand new. I have so much fun. And yeah, a couple other things I want to mention too. Yes, I do buy an X. Not too much. To the point where it's ridiculous. I used to back when I first started playing Maple. I was kind of not addicted, but I buy large quantities of an X at a time. I guess it was just kind of my guilty pleasure. But I don't buy tons and tons. I also don't consider myself to be a noob or godly, or I don't label myself. So anyone with any type of negative comments like that, I'm just pretty much going to ignore them. So just letting you guys know that from now. Like I said before, I'll take any type of criticism, but any type of disrespectful or negative comments, I'm just pretty much going to delete them or ignore them. I'm not godly like Tony. If some of y'all know Tony, leader of 4305, the guild, aka Flakes. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but I got mad respect for the guy. I watch a lot of his videos. Mine are going to be a bit different. A lot of his videos are just kind of him bossing or whatever, talking about his day or talking about kind of things he's doing. Mine are more about my personal experiences, not really, they're going to be a bit more versatile, I guess you could say. I also enjoy helping people a lot. I'm all for helping people. Not anything ridiculous. People ask for some help, to KS or to back them up with something. I'll do what I can to help out. I'm not into giving away like tons and tons of mason or anything like that. So I guess you can say don't beg me for anything. I like helping people out, but I gotta draw the line somewhere, right? So on my upcoming videos, gonna be a few traditional things I'm gonna be doing in each of my videos. I like to promote certain things that I enjoy taking part of or enjoy doing. So I guess to start off, in every video I'm going to be doing a shout out, someone that I respect or that I like, a friend of mine or whatever, a shout out or two per video. I'm a big promoter of Basilmarket. Some of you guys go on Basilmarket.com to do trades or to chat, take part in some discussions that are going on there. I'm always on Basilmarket. I'm a frequent user of Basilmarket, not really to trade, but more to discuss things. I love big discussions, heated debates, stuff like that. So I'll be on there quite a bit. You guys can add me. I'll post my username on there. A topic to discuss in the comment section. I'll ask a question at the end of my videos. You guys can post your comments on whatever you think about the question I asked. You guys got something to say about my video, whatever. And I'm gonna be promoting, another video that I like. Pretty much be anything. Anything that I want to link you guys to, something that I thought was funny or controversial or interesting. I'll post a link and mention it in my video. So those are some of the things that I'm gonna be doing. So with that being said, I guess I'll get right into my promotions. I want to give a shout out to my guild master, Tyrek, aka Rexfield2. He just reached level 200 last week. And also my buddy Omar, to go please. He also reached 200 last week. Those are both my really good buddies. Mad respect for both those guys. You guys see them in game, give them grads on their 200, whatever, spam them, give them fame, whatever you want to do. The Basilmarket topic that I want to promote today is called the worst, stupidest, dumbest thing you did as a noob. I'll post a link below. Yeah, so take part in that discussion, tell Basil what was the dumbest thing you've ever done as a noob. I think that's kind of an interesting topic. So I'll be posting on that. I don't know, I've done a lot of stupid things as a noob, but yeah, just check it out. And the topic that I want to talk to you guys about on here, post your comments on this one. Do you think you're safe from hackers right now? There's been a lot of chitter-chatter lately about, mass hackings and stuff like that. There's been a bunch of discussions I've taken part in Basil. People talking about hacking and are their accounts safe and what they can do to protect their accounts. So I ask you guys right now, do you feel safe? Do you think your account is safe from being hacked? And if not, are you gonna try, harder to protect yourself, or are you gonna seek more information? And that's what I definitely encourage you guys to do. Seek for information about hacks and how you can protect yourself from them, because usually it's not as bad as people may think. Some people say you're not safe, everyone's at risk, but to be honest, you guys, I think you guys are all pretty safe as long as you protect yourself, follow the general rules. Don't give your account information to anyone. Don't go into any untrusting websites or open any weird emails with some weird attachments that you don't trust and stuff like that. You know, protect yourself at all times. But you know, tell me what you think. Do you think you're safe? Do you think you're at risk of getting hacked? And post below. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my intro video, guys. You know, feel free to give me any suggestions on what kind of videos you want me to make, or what kind of stuff you want me to talk about, any issues you guys may have that you want me to comment on. So yeah, you guys, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do. I'll be posting more videos shortly. I don't know what I'm going to talk about in my next video. I'm going to be just taking footage, you know, recording a bunch of my my activities on Maple, and you know, when I'm ready to make the next one, I'll make the next one. You know, I'm not going to be coming out with videos at a set time or anything. You know, my schedule is kind of sporadic sometimes. You know, kind of crazy. I'm doing a lot of things in my life, but you know, I'll be posting videos in my spare time when I can. So be on the lookout for my next video in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.